As far as someone working with Faisal, I would 100% recommend it. Yes, this is a testimonial for Faisal. First off, I want to start with Faisal's helped me so much throughout the last year and a half. Really kind of get to where I want to be. So, been very helpful. A couple of things, some of the struggles that I was having before working with Faisal was, I had a hard time focusing. I had a hard time with really clarity of where I wanted to be, what my future looked like, being able to have that vision of what my goals were. And this was something that I didn't realize was as much of a problem until working with Faisal and seeing the benefits of different methods and different things that I can do on a daily basis, or different ways that I can look at different parts of my life. But once I really realized what I was doing and doing wrong, and not my outlook wasn't like I wanted to be, I realized that, there were so many aspects of my life that I was like, oh, gosh, this, it's just like I'm all over the place. Um, there was, I realized how much improvement I really needed, and Faisal was a huge help, and helping me follow those dreams and realizing in my heart where I wanted to go and the routes I wanted to take and how to get that clarity and the vision, and even just in my personal life, work life, my personal life and work life, being able to get things more under control, and I didn't even realize were out of control. A lot of things that changed for me working with Faisal is my outlook on, really just life as a whole. Really changed my goals as a father, as a husband. Realizing that there's a lot of areas that I can improve, and it changed my outlook on a lot of that. And then business, really changed my insights on where I want my business to go. As far as someone working with Faisal, I would 100% recommend it. He's a wealth of knowledge, a lot of help. And, there's times that, I'll go into, one of our meetings, and I'll be like, gosh, I feel like I've got a lot on my mind, and, how am I going to be able to work through this? But it's amazing starting to work with him at those initial few minutes or whatever of working with Faisal in each meeting, and just starting to talk about life. It's amazing the guidance that he was able to give me, and just the knowledge of the years of experience that he's got, the team that he's got behind him that works with him, but really just being able to, tap into that knowledge that he's got and the wisdom that he's got in a lot of these areas. Next one, who would you recommend working with Faisal? Any business owner. You could be a business owner. Investors, and honestly, really, even if you're not a business owner and you're, working for a company, just to work with Faisal and help him get your goals in line, where you want to go, what you want to do, whether it's working your way up a corporate ladder and getting to where you want to be, or, strengthening your relationship with your family, friends, whatever. I think anybody in those situations, I would highly recommend Faisal and working with Faisal, because, it's everybody needs somebody for that guidance. And I didn't realize how badly I needed it until working with him. Before working with Faisal, I was just kind of floating around, but now really super happy and proud of the fact that, my mental health, my physical health, emotional health, everything is so much better. Now, granted, I've still got a long ways to go, but I've got, Faisal and my team to help me, kind of help guide me through that process. Because I'll always those are always going to be another step beyond this one. And I know now with Faisal's help, I can accomplish those dreams, go where I want to go. And it's a journey, and it's been a fun one.